Okay, there's been a few new developments. I have 3 new exercises. This first one she wants me to do first for every finger because my pinky on my, surgery wrist is not going down. So she wants to make sure that they're all flexing correctly. So I am going to be starting those today. And then the other is to lay my hand flat on the table, gentle pressure, try to get fingers to extend. So what that is I'm actually on the table. I'm not going from above, I'm actually right here. And then I just take my other hand and I just press down on my finger. And oh, I can't do this with both hands. Well, anyway, I press down here and I press down here, if you get the drift of it, just gently. And then the same thing here. She said, just be gentle, and she wants every finger to be done separately. As you can see, like right now it's the morning, so they're really stiff, but it's this pinky one that for some reason, see how it rises up? It won't go down. So we're trying to get this little guy to, or gal to, simmer down and go down. She said I'm extremely swollen. She said my other wrist measures 14 centimeters and this wrist measures 17 centimeters. So she said that's a big difference. She said it's over an inch difference because of the swelling. So, all right. And then the other thing is it's really super sensitive. It feels like it's burning my skin, and it's not comfortable. So what she wants me to do is to actually, and this involves the scar too, to tap on the scar and to tap on my hand and my fingers. The scar yesterday, oh my God, you guys, what she did. All right, I thought the scar was coming along great, okay? And it was, but she said she noticed that it was starting to heal by closing in on itself, indenting, and she didn't want that. She said that won't lay your scar flat and it'll cause you problems later with adhesions inside. So what she did, and it's going to be red, see how red it is? But it is raised up more now. It's not pulling as much inside. But what she did is started massaging it. You guys, it hurts so bad. Because I'm super sensitive right now, because of it, everybody feels super sensitive at this stage. And she said it's because of the nerves. They had to actually manipulate the nerves in order to do the surgery. She said, so that is causing, that sensation. And she wants to desensitize it by touching it and rubbing things on it gently, like cotton. Even the slightest little, I could rub a feather on it and I would feel it, and it would feel like sandpaper on a sunburn. I'm not kidding. So she said that'll go away the more that I do that. But if you notice, the scar itself is actually not pulling in as much. So she said that's what she wants to see. And the only way that we'll be able to do that is by me massaging it. And she said I've got to keep up with the massages for at least 3 months and just keep doing it, keep working on it. Because she doesn't want it to heal by going indenting inside. I guess there's a name for it, but I forget what the name is. But right now it's a little bit flatter than what it was, and it's not pulling in as much. So I see her point. She said it didn't appear that I had a lot of scar tissue, but she says it can still develop, and it will develop if I don't do things like this. So that's where I am with the scar part of it. But as you can see, it says use soft materials, tap on scar to help with sensitivity. If you can, do it for long periods of time until it doesn't feel as bad. You guys, it's so bad. And she has it just in, let's see, minutes. Place pad of fingers on scar area, no lotion. Move the skin over the tissue below, all directions. No need to push in hard. This is more of a gliding of the skin over the tissue below. So she wants to see the skin to actually move as I do that. And she said that will be an indicator that, it's not pulling in, and that it's, healing healthily without the scar tissue underneath. And then she said, I can add lotion and massage the scar an additional 1 to 2 minutes to help desensitize and hydrate it. But first, she wants me to do it without lotion. So I think that's an important step that I don't see in other videos where they talk about whether to slather on things or not. Um, they're of the mindset where I go, where they would prefer that I don't do the lotion as much on it while I'm doing this, and then I do the lotion afterwards. So that's their mindset on it. And I'm following it, and it seems to be, doing pretty good. My skin is looking a lot better because they told me, I could start to do the lotion at certain times. And as you can see, it's not, if you look at my other video, you'll see where it's really dry and flaking off, and it's not doing that anymore. The scar itself actually still has, dead skin, but not a lot of it. And then here's the other thing. Okay, I have 2 bowls here, which she wants me to do, and this is for, believe it or not, I thought it was for limbering my fingers, but she said no, it's for desensitizing my skin with the nerves. So she wants me to put rice in here, and then take the rice from here and put it there, and then from here and put it there. And she said, put your fingers in there. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought the rice was going to be just for flexibility, but it wasn't. And then another thing is she said, pick up coins. But you know what? I can already do that. So, oh, maybe I can't. Okay. Yeah, all right. I see her point. She said, pick up the coins, take them down, put them back. She wants me to use all of my fingers, though. She wants me to, like, pick up a coin like that, which, as you can see, is kind of hard to do. And then, of course, there's the problem with my pinky, although look at that, I can really, like, touch it. But she wants me to be able to slide my thumb all the ways down my pinky, and look how swollen they are. There's no way. So she's trying to work on the swelling part of it, of the fingers, by doing that exercise, and then along with all the other exercises that I have. But yeah, I was kind of surprised when she measured it. So I have this little measuring thing. So I'm going to be using this. And I'm doing this with my hand that had the surgery, because she said try to do things using your hand. But I also have this, video going, so you can't really see what I'm doing. But yeah, so she said, to do that. All right, and then I have these balls, and they have little inspirational sayings on it. Be calm, be quiet, be kind. And then this one I especially like. Strong, smart, fearless. And what I do is I just gently try to squeeze it. And I'm trying to squeeze over here too, where that pinky is, where my problem is. I've noticed in a lot of videos people say they have problems with their index finger and the thumb. Mine are coming along really good. My thumb is still not all the ways over. It's still tight right in here. But it depends on the person. And for me, it's the opposite end. It's on this side. And also, that's where one of the casts that I had from the hospital was so tight that it caused a blister. You can still see it raised up from the blister. The cast was way too tight, and it was cutting off where that was. And then once they released it, obviously my finger had been like stuck like that for so long that it was like almost like frozen in position like that. So that doesn't help that I still have that little blister from the cast. So what I would say is, if I had, 2020 and could go back, hindsight, I would have told them sooner about the cast thing. I told them as it was going, but I thought, well, that's just how a cast is, because, I don't know. I've never been in a cast. I would have done it sooner, and it was only when they noticed it at the actual, my surgeon, that they took that off, and then they put that other cast on that fit better, because the hospital one was way too tight. And it was higher up, too. It went always almost to my nails. So that was another thing. And I can turn my hand. It's starting to get there. But she still said there's a big difference between the other hand, obviously, and she wants to get that really going. But yeah, I can actually start to turn it a little bit more. And I am really glad that I can start to touch that where I was not able to do that at all. So what I would say is keep going, keep doing your exercises that they tell you to do. And as you can see, they're being specific with me on certain ones that I need to do for the problems that I have. So that's why it's important to go to somebody because they will streamline your exercises where it actually goes to what you need at the time, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna do the rice and we'll see what happens with that. I almost feel like baby showers. I don't know in some countries. I don't know if you do this, but in baby showers, you put what is it? Little safety pins, tiny little baby safety pins, in a bowl of rice, and then you're supposed to pick out the safety pins. Try to figure out what they are blindfolded, and then put them in the bowl. And then at the end, whoever has the most little baby safety pins wins a prize. Well, it's kind of surprising that when you do that, when you're blindfolded and you're putting your hand in the rice with the little baby safety pins, I mean, they're teeny tiny. They're like really small. You can't tell the difference. It's the strangest sensory thing I've ever seen. So I don't know if you do that at baby showers in certain countries, but that's something that we do here in the States. Well, we used to. I don't know if they still do that. But it's kind of interesting. So now that she told me about the rice thing, I'm like, maybe I should throw little, little, tiny little safety pins. And I don't know if even that's a term for some of you, and I'm sure you call it something different in your countries. But it's, well, anyway, yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, so that's where I'm at, and I've got to do my exercises now. Oh God, I dread them. I really do. I know that they're good for me, and I know that I have to do them, but I really dread them. And this one here is not easy because if you notice, she's put 30 seconds, not the typical 5 seconds. So 30 seconds for each finger. Oh man, at this stage right now with them all swollen, and she said it's really swollen. And when she took all of the measurements, and then I thought I was doing good with this, but she said that that was only 50%. And she wanted me to try to reach for like 70 and then to work more towards 80 and then eventually to get it fully down. So this was only 50%. I thought, oh, look at what I can do. But yeah, she said that it was only 50%. I was like, oh my God, don't burst my bubble. So anyway, yeah, I was so surprised about the measurements. So my other wrist is 14 centimeters and this is 17 centimeters. I knew it looked really big and swollen. I knew this isn't what my hand and my wrist normally looks like, but I didn't realize it was like that. But I am really happy about this, being able to do this. Almost, right? Almost. And when I first started, I couldn't do anything at all. So, and then we'll just keep an eye on the scar and make sure that it doesn't close in on itself, indent. And it's right now it's all red and sore from what they did yesterday because man did they manipulate it and it hurts so bad just because it's so sensitive and that's what they're trying to work on. Okay, all right, I'll keep you updated.